The fire. They say it's coming. The fire. We can address that problem. But, you know, some folks say,
does a moon slushy taste better than an earth slushy?
First of all, it is appropriate that we find water on the moon, since the moon is considered a watery planet in the medieval world picture of 7 planets, one of which is the sun. That's the way the medievals thought. And the lunar principle was a watery principle. So it's no surprise to those who are well-versed in alchemy that water should be found there. But if you're going to have a slushy, you've got to have enough heat in your spacesuit, a heating element to melt it. Otherwise it becomes a solid block. Indeed, if you do not, you also become a solid block.
Right. Right. So, I've got an interesting question here.
Oh, good. An interesting one.
You know, it's,
You wish to sustain interest?
Yeah. You know, it's questions like this that make you, appreciate the fact that this is an improv show.
Oh, it's entirely improvised, yeah.
You know, it's as if I could just speak here during the show, and the musical accompaniment to what it is I'm saying would catch up to what I was saying and make it all make sense. You know, like it all comes together.
It might.
Like it's all just gonna be okay.
It might be.
It's just all gonna work out perfectly.
That is one of a large, wide spectrum of possibilities. Or we could be building the holy city here.
So, and then
the shining city on a hill that Ronald Reagan spoke of so eloquently.
Weird.
We could be laying the first bricks.
It's kind of weird.
Laying the first pipes. Come on, Jimmy, what's the question?
Yeah, no. And then there, all the energy drinks were gone, and it was all okay.
Not yet. Those energy drinks are going to be the last things moved out of the warehouse.
But I mean, okay. All right. So we'll just go ahead and yes.
Yeah, we are.
Let's take a break. I just okay. So would you give me a shot of Frenet? Now, ladies and gentlemen, these will you give me a shot of Frenet questions usually don't work. You usually don't end up getting the shot of Frenet. You can't just like do the whole like, you know, like if you just like ask any kind of question that involves a shot of Frenet, that doesn't work.
That's usual, but how about at the actual in this case? Amazing.
See, I told you it was all going to be okay. See, here we are. The smoke pot guy forever. Just laughing
More than we ever needed.
The laugh track goes on infamy.
The living laugh track.
There it is.
And incidentally, I not only answer questions, I sharpen pencils too.
It's true.
Up here.
He's
If you
got
want
a
a
pencil
point
sharpener.
put on a pencil, I can really batteries.
The show gets weird. It's kind of disjointed. It makes you feel like it's not going to be okay. And maybe the smoke pot guy. No, he's always going to be there.
All right. Well, what's this question that you have for me?
I was just using the show for a second. I took a break and just used the show and to see if improv actually works. That you can stand in front of people and have no idea what you're saying as it's coming out of your mouth.
You need a clue.
And get a laugh from a guy who smokes too much pot, who works at an answering service.
Let's not worry about
Oh my God, is that real? Oh,
everybody else laughed.
It got weird.
Not just him.
It wasn't going to work out.
Yeah, well.
No, it's okay. Would you give me a shot of Frenet?
Sounds like a Chicken John question to me. You know me, I'd give everybody a shot of Frenet. I want to be the friend of the whole world. That's right. I want everyone to go away happy. But every now and then we do have Chicken John questions, and I'd like to point out I'm not the dispenser of Frenet here. For that, you have to go through.
You're making this more complicated than it should be.
All right, go ahead.
Would you give me a shot of Frenet? I mean, they asked you a question. They're asking you, would you give me a shot of Frenet if I agreed to chug one of those awful energy drinks? Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is like 16 ounces of bullshit here.
It's not any of those chemicals, but the sugar that's going to hurt you, and then a shot of Frenet won't make any difference one way or the other. But it's clearly what you want, and therefore I say unto you, sure.
Right,
come on up and wrestle down.
Who is it?
We have two flavors of Venom, the energy drink.
It's the other smoke pot guy. Okay, here, I want you to come. Hold on, wait. Do you have a microphone? Do you have a microphone? Do you or do you not have a microphone?
New mango flavor.
It's mine for you. You don't have a microphone. You can't argue with someone who has a microphone. You don't have a microphone. It's not going to work. So here's your shot of Frenet. You're gonna drink the shot of Frenet. Face down. Don't look at me. It's show business. You're gonna drink the shot of Frenet, right? And then you're gonna drink one of these, right? Okay, say it to them. Don't say it to me. You didn't have a microphone. You're gonna drink this shot of Frenet, right? Okay, here you go. You're gonna drink this first. Here you go. You're gonna drink that. Robert, bring the bucket. Okay, here. Face down, don't face down.
Here comes the chugging, ladies and gentlemen. Stephen King's The Chugging. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen.
Away!
Man, when you're young and
wow,
you can consume anything.
Stupid!
A round of applause.
Whatever.
Suddenly we turned into MTV. We're doing stunts.
Break!
Absurd nature. And then go to K-Rob's horrendous.
That guy just drank the fucking... And he drank the mango one.
Yes, I know.
Dude, no one drinks the mango one.
The red ones are...
What are you, some kind of freak or something?
What are the red ones anyway? What's the red one there?
I think it's
It's right there.
Urban Youth flavor.
Is it pomegranate?
Something. I don't
Is
know.
it cherry? Is it straw?
It's Black Mamba. Come on.
Ooh. Named after one of the most deadly reptiles on the planet, ladies and gentlemen. But I should tell you something. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
Please, K-Rob, please. We're going to answer the question and then go to K-Rob's horror killer monster mode. Let's fish through there and find one that's halfway entertaining.
Okay.
5, 6, 7, 8.
See what I'm saying about K-Rob in his adolescence? He wanted to be an 80s club kid, I'm telling you. It's like, it's been coming out, it's been bubbling up under the surface.
Percolating up through the repressed psychic substratum. That is K-Rob. Yes, indeed.
Dr. Hal.
Yes?
Okay, listen. When there's lightning... No one knows this?
I fear not.
You know it always brings me down. You don't know this song? Like a rainbow in the dark.
There! All right, ladies and gentlemen. Chicken John.
Ronnie James Dio, come on.
Okay.
Rainbow in the dark. Who asked the question about the pencil?
Pencil.
Who asked the pencil question?
What's the pencil question?
There's a pencil question.
It had no point!
Oh. We'll see about that.
Come up here right now. Come up here right now and drink.
Go ahead and ask it. We'll see if there's a point. If there's a point, then I can find it. And I can also put a point on your pencil for you, ladies and gentlemen. I've got a sharpener right here. I can do it. I can make your pencil as sharp as can be.
It was a bad pun. Drink.
Sharper than a serpent's tooth. Look at this. Look.
What do you...
He's got a Boston self-feeder, the greatest pencil sharpener ever manufactured in the history of the world. There has never been a pencil sharpener better than the Boston self-feeder. For one thing, it takes your pencil and holds it in its little jaws and moves it in by string action while you this is wonderful. Where did you find this? Well, what do you know? Look at that. A Boston self-feeder. Better than your, wait a minute,
these guys are totally geeking out on a pencil sharpener, and you guys are paying to watch it, okay?
well,
On a Friday night, in the most entertaining city on the planet Earth, this is
something wrong here. The feeding arm does not come out.
Of course it's broken. Do you think that we would have a good Stanley Saber fucking pencil sharpener? There's a reason why someone threw it away.
But, well, I guess it doesn't need, but the whole point of a self-feeder is
The whole point
it feeds itself. This way you have to do it because the feeding arm doesn't, this should be loose. This should slide back and forth. Wait a minute.
Oh, God. Okay.